What's up? Mason here, back on the Synthedelic channel. This time it's going to be a And Justice for All tone for the Katana, so let's jump right into that. For this tone, I started with a sneaky amp. The sneaky amp I started with was the Power Drive sneaky amp. I found that this sneaky amp in particular had the best roar when it came to the power chords, because on And Justice for All, the Mesa Boogie that they were using has that roar from the power chords, and I was trying to find an amp that was the best suited for that. Here's what that sounds like with nothing added, just the bass EQ set up. I'm using chain 2-2. I got the gain on 35. Volume doesn't matter. The bass at 67, the middle at 19, the treble at 69 lol. The cabinet resonance is deep lol. The presence is at 72, and we'll add a tube screamer. -8 tone plus 2 bottom, 90 effect level. The effect level is gonna vary depending on how hot your pickups are, because when you have it too high or you have the gain too high, it gets fuzzy, and I don't like the fuzzy. And let's see with it all the way up, the difference. Yeah, I don't like the fuzziness of that. So I bring it down a lot. That's a little better. I got a graphic EQ in here taking out some of the bass so I can get some more crunchier palm mutes. Boosting up some mids. I got this parametric EQ which comes after the amp. This is what's boosting the harsher mid frequencies that's on the album. I found that 2 kilohertz works the best for boosting the scratchier frequencies, and 400 hertz works the best for boosting the lower mids in the mix. I'm not using the first delay, I'm using the second delay. You can turn this off if you want, but I use this on like almost all of my tones when I notice that there's a little bit of a doubling happening. It's really subtle. I only have the effect level on 26 for this. You can copy this if you want, you can turn it off if you want. Here's what it sounds like with it. It's a little honky with the mids being added in this. Here's without it. It's not really doing a whole lot, but I can hear it in the room. I got reverb turned on, 0.1 second reverb time. This is to try to emulate the boxy sound that And Justice for All had, because it sounds like there's just a single speaker cabinet in a room and 4 corners with nothing in it, and that they just have microphones in the room, not instead of in front of the amp. That's what it sounds like to me, at least. There's with that. Here's just the reverb. Very subtle. Not barely anything there. I have the solo turned on for the solo EQ in here, taking out some more mids. This is in the amp out. I'm using Contour 2, Type 2, the frequency shift at -18. That changes a lot of how the mids behave. The 2 main EQs for this one is taking out all the mids. This is the one that's getting rid of the mids. I got a low cut at 63 and a high cut at 10 kilohertz. For the second one, I'm boosting some bass. I got the low cut on 63 again, high cut on 10 kilohertz again. taking out 8K because I absolutely hate that frequency coming out of the Katana. Let me boost it up so you can hear it. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Bring it back down to where it was. Got the noise suppressor on 50, release at 0. That's pretty much the tone. The only important thing is that you have to start with the power drive sneaky amp. And if you don't want to do that, you just copy the tone, or don't copy it, but download it from the description. And it should already have the sneaky amp built in, and you wouldn't even have to worry about it. To record this, I'm using an SM58. That's going into my Behringer mixer, and that's going for USB into my computer. The microphone placement is about here. I don't actually know how to play that part. That sounds right, but I don't think it's right. I think I'm combining two songs. I didn't think I was going to be able to get this close to it, and Justice for All tone with the Katana. I think it turned out pretty good. I've been working on it for about a week. The only main differences I can really hear from their recordings and mine is that the Katana is just a little more top-endy, and that might be because of where I have my microphone placed, but I think it just has a little bit more of a crackly top end than the Mesa Boogie does. So I'm trying to make it as close as the Katana can possibly get to the original recordings without any post-production added at all, just straight out of the speaker.